Hey guys, MasterFiggy here, bringing you another video, and in this video I will be showing you guys the new Gallantmon starter deck and the Ulforceveedramon starter deck. And these are brand new. I got these in the post today, on the 15th of October 2021. And you can see at the back here, you see the Digicards, Digi-Eggs, option cards, the three Digimon cards, Digi-Eggs, and option cards. There are no tamers in this or in either of these decks, which is a little bit unusual, I think, considering what we've had before. And so this product contains 54 cards, 2 memory gauges, 3 index cards, and 6 cards celebrating the game's first year anniversary in Japan. So this contains a ready-to-play 54 card deck. The contents of this product are the same in any box. This product contains some identical cards. The packaging and illustrating may differ somewhat from the final. Okay, yeah. So if you, all that's just basic info on that. I think they just look really cool, the box art. Now these ones are a little bit pricier, I think, compared to the previous decks that we've had in the past. Hey guys, so here we have the front of the decks here, the Digitamas here. We have a Gigamon or Gigamon. So we're going to start by looking at the memory gauges. Wow, these look actually really really nice. Sort of like a metallic kind of look to them. Sorry, just give me 2 seconds now, guys. So here is half of the red deck memory gauge. Looks really nice. It's like the War Greymon and Metal Greymon one. I got them from a store. They gave them to me free with an order, which is really nice. And here is the Gallantmon memory gauge. Looks really nice, I have to say. So I'm guessing there's a Vmon and an Ulforceveedramon in this one. Okay, so here's the promo cards here, and I think they're the exact same then for that deck as well. So technically, if you buy 2 of the red, 2 of the blue, not only would you have a playset of all the cards in the decks, but then you'd probably have a playset of all of these cards as well. So we have Ulforceveedramon here. Looks really nice. And then we have Vmon here, which is great to see. Those look fantastic, I think. Here we have the promo cards. I'm going to open just one of these for now, because I think they are the same. Okay, so we have Red Memory Boost. That looks really cool with the Agumon there. Really nice foil. This is a super rare. Nice. So this is, I think they have like a new foil now for the super rares. So then we have Blue Memory Boost with Vmon here. Looks really cool, I have to say. I really like that with the smash on the side there. I don't know if you guys can really see that. Then we have another one with Agumon, Yellow Memory Boost. Okay, so are these all just like the same card but for different colors? So reveal the top 4 cards. Yeah, it seems to be the effect is pretty much the same. So let me just read it for you guys. So reveal the top 4 cards of your deck. Add 1 yellow Digimon card among them to your hand. Place the remaining cards at the bottom of your deck in any order. Then place this card in your battle area. Okay, and that's the same for that one. So then this one has main delay. Trash this card in your battle area to activate the effect below. You can only activate this effect the turn this card enters play. Gain 2 memory. So yeah, it seems to be the same with the red and the blue card there as well. But that still looks pretty nice, I have to say. Then we have a green memory boost with Wormmon there. Black memory boost with Hagurumon. And then we have a Devimon there with purple memory boost. Those are really nice, I have to say. I would have preferred it though if they had Patamon on the yellow one, just to make it different, and I'm assuming it's the same in this, so you would have a playset if you bought, you know, 2 of each. So let's get started. Okay, so let's start off. So here we have, with the red deck, we have the paper instructions in that for people starting off. And then we have our 4 Digitamas, which is Digimon. So when your opponent's Digimon is defeated, this Digimon gets plus 2000 DP. That's during your turn and once per turn. So that's 4 of that. We have Monodramon, which is a reprint and alt art of the one from BT1. So they actually still have the BT1 on these cards, the alt art cards. But for the first print of the deck ones, we have, is it ST7? Yeah, ST7. So we have 4 of the Monodramon. Then we have a new Agumon. So when this Digimon attacks a player, it gets plus 2000 DP for the turn. That's when attacking, and that's inheritable, and that's 4 copies of that Agumon. I think I actually... Oh, wait, no. Wow, this... Wait, there's 3 cards here stuck together. Okay, there we go. Okay, so we have the Gallantmon. Oh, wow. So I don't think I can really show that, can I? It's sort of like a slash across, and there's like sort of... I feel like it's like a sort of a snowflake or a sort of a glossy glass like sort of effect on it. And this is really cool. So you get 2 of these Gallantmons, which is really nice, I have to say. Then you get 4 of the blocker Biomon, which is an interesting one, I must say. Making sure there's no cards stuck together. Then we have Greymon in a rare form. So I did notice that recently they are actually making rares shiny now, which is pretty interesting. And you see Greymon there. I think it's a dark Tyranimon he's fighting, which is pretty awesome, I have to say. So you get 2 of that one. Then we have a Geo Greymon, which is one of the security Digimon. And on play, delete one of your opponent's Digimon with 4000 DP or less. That could be an interesting one for Rookie Rush decks, because I know some of them play the security Digimon. And then we have Dark Tyranimon. This is a reprint of the one from BT1. I think I prefer the artwork from the original BT1. So you get 4 of that one. Then we have Wingdramon, which is the first level 5 in the deck. I think I prefer the original artwork for Wingdramon personally. And I think you only get 2 of him. Yeah, you get 2 of him. Then we have Ryze Greymon here. I think that looks pretty cool. So on play, delete one of your opponent's Digimon with 5000 DP or less. That's pretty nice. You can wipe out most blockers, really. Well, everyone's using the 1-cost blockers a lot, so this might encourage more people to use the 2-cost blockers. And that is 4 of those. Then we have War Greymon. When attacking, delete one of your opponent's Digimon with 3000 DP or less. The artwork, I think, looks really cool, I have to say. Really nice shiny, and that is rare also. So the Gallantmon is super rare, and the there's more cards stuck together. Digimon is rare, and the is like the shininess like making the cards like stick together. Anyway, here is the Gallantmon, which I have to say looks fantastic. That looks really nice. So this is super rare. Yeah, this is super rare. So security attack +1, and then when attacking, delete one of your opponent's Digimon with 4000 DP or less. If no Digimon was deleted by this effect, this Digimon gets plus 3000 for the turn. That's an interesting effect, alright. So we get 2 of those, and then we get a 4 of the Shine Greymon, which has security attack +1 and piercing. So that's 4 of those. Then we get Lightning Joust with Gallantmon on the cover there, or on the artwork, I mean. So there's 2 of those, and then we get Atomic Blaster. Oh, and then we also get Gaia Force. This is really nice, I think. I do prefer the original artwork for Gaia Force. It still looks nice, I guess, but I just prefer the previous artwork. And you get a playset of this, which is super nice, especially for people who didn't get a chance to get the original red starter deck. It's a really good chance for people to pick up Gaia Force. Okay, so next up we have the blue deck, and we have Demi Vmon right there. We've got 4 of him. So while you have 8 or more cards in your hand, this Digimon gets plus 1,000. That's an interesting card I've considered using myself. So we have Elecmon. So I really like the ult art of Elecmon here. It's funny that I don't like most of the ult arts in the red deck, but I do like the most of the ult arts in the blue deck, I think. So we have Elecmon there. Elecmon's a good like 2-cost rookie, like Gomamon from the original blue deck, and like Monodramon there from the red. Then we have Gabumon, which is going to be nice for my Gabumon Gabumon Wergurumon deck. So I say War Greymon, but that is a different line entirely. Then we have Dracomon. On play, reveal the top 3 cards of your deck. Add 1 Digimon with Dramon in its name among them to your hand. Place the remaining cards at the bottom of your deck in any order. 2, 3, 4. And we have cards stuck at the back of... What is up with these cards being stuck at the back of... Is it like the glossiness is actually making them stick together or something? But yeah, we have Vmon there. That looks really nice as well, I have to say. That looks amazing. So you get 2 of the Vmon, but like I said earlier, if you get 2 of each deck, then you get a playset. Then we get Veedramon here, which also looks pretty awesome, I have to say. Then we have Cordramon. So you get 4 of him, and he's the security Digimon, same like Geo Greymon from the red deck. Gorillamon, I like this artwork. I'm not sure which one I prefer, this or the original, but I do like Gorillamon, like just like as this weird sort of cannon armed gorilla. Then we have Monzimon. We have 2 of him. I do prefer the original artwork, even though it does have my main guy Etamon there. I like the artwork for Monzimon here, but I just prefer the original. Then we have Wingdramon here. So the blue actually doesn't have a rookie blocker, but they have a ultimate blocker, which is an interesting choice. 2, 3, 4. And then we have Aeroveedramon, sorry. Looks really cool as well, so we get 2 of that. No, sorry, we get 4 of that. My apologies. Then we get Slayerdramon, which is a pretty interesting looking guy. So when Digivolving, this Digimon gains +1 security for the turn, and then your turn, this Digimon is unblockable. Pretty handy, I have to say, unblockable. And you get 4 of him, so it could be an interesting... Again, these like new super rares are like sticking to the backs of the cards. So here we go. So we have Ulforceveedramon here in super rare. So when Digivolving, return one of your opponent's level 4 or lower Digimon to the owner's hand. Trash all the Digivolution cards of that Digimon. And then when attacking once per turn, if you have 8 or more cards in your hand, unsuspend this Digimon. Interesting. So you get 2 of that. Then in this one you get Hammer Spark, but you only get 2 copies of it, which is a little disappointing, to tell you the truth, because some people would be having an issue getting the previous blue deck. But like I said, hopefully you should be able to get a playset of this if you buy another copy of this blue deck, because I think most people will be buying the red deck anyway. So if you wanted Hammerspark, you just buy 2 of this deck, and you'd have playset of other cards as well. Then we have Victory Sword here. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4 copies of that. And we have V-Wing Blade. And we have 4 copies of that. Yeah, so that's pretty much the whole deck opening, guys. I hope you enjoyed. Hit a like if you did. Subscribe to stay up to more videos that I will have in the future. And, overall, my thoughts on this deck opening is that these decks are a little bit pricier, but you kind of expect that. And because the first sets should be a little bit cheaper to try and entice people into a game. Because, you don't want to be forking over a load of money. They need to try and make them cheap. And then, the incentive of the booster, I think they should have tried to do that a little bit more. But I think that was wishful thinking on my part. These could be interesting. I like the promo cards. Would I have liked it to be different for each deck? That's kind of a mixed opinion, because on the one hand, I'm thinking it'd be much better if they did so it's like a bit more variety. But on the other hand, some people would be buying like, oh, I'm buying 4 of the blue deck, and I know there would be some people who would do that. They would buy 4 of the blue deck or 4 of the red deck, or so they'd be buying 8 decks just so they can get a playset of these cards. So it just makes things easier, I think, for accessibility for people, so they can actually get copies of the decks themselves. Because I know people would just buy, let's say, 4 of the blue deck, and then just sell the other 2 copies of the blue deck, maybe for a bit pricier, I guess. But yeah, overall, I like the decks. I think they're interesting. The reprint aspect of it, I wish they could have done that with slightly better cards, maybe. The Monodramons, fair enough. Like a 2-cost rookie is good, but I think it'd be better if they just made a new one, rookie completely. The Ultimates, Groundramon, Monzimon, stuff like that, even the Dark Tyrannomon, I suppose, are good, but at the same time, they're not exactly expensive cards. Pretty sure they're commons or uncommons. So I think they could just maybe added a rare or 2, just into the mix there. But would they be shiny like the new rares? That's a whole other question, I suppose. But overall, I do like the decks. They are pretty cool. I do like blue. I do like red. And them being focused on Vmon and Gallantmon is pretty nostalgic for me, because I did watch Digimon a lot from Series 1 to Series 3. But yeah, and I do really like the memory gauges as well, guys. So I think these are fantastic. I prefer the War Greymon and the Metal Garurumon ones that I have, but that's purely a preference thing. It's nothing to do with quality. Their qualities are pretty much the same as those. And I'm very happy with both. I think these are fantastic. Do I think you should pick them up? Definitely. If you're new to the game, definitely pick these up if you have a chance, especially because of Gaia Force in this, which is a very powerful card, and it's just so good to have in red decks. Hammerspark, I'm sure you could probably get it cheaper now anyway, but back in the day, well, I say back in the day as if it's years ago, literally earlier this year, people were buying 2 copies of or 2 copies of the blue deck. I suppose in America the decks were $10 each, and people were selling copies of Hammerspark for $10 each, which is insane. So I suppose it is pretty handy, all right, getting Hammerspark in this. The only issue would be that you're only getting 2 rather than 4. But yeah, those are my thoughts on the deck, guys. Tell me what you guys think down below in the comments, and I'll see you guys next time. Goodbye, and thank you for watching.